Hello, I'm going to show you how to do a custom view in Excel, and what this allows us to kind of achieve is, rather than us always having to hide and unhide columns manually or apply filter settings or maybe do print areas on an individual case by case basis, we can shall we say save a preset of those things. So I'll show you an example of this. I go first of all to the View tab at the top, and then the fourth button in is just called Custom View. Now, just for housekeeping purposes, before I've shown you anything about this, I'm just going to go to Custom View. I'm going to click Add, and I'm going to call this view in the name box. Let's call it Show All, and then maybe in black brackets I'll put in there Reset. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is how custom views work is they use the current state of play of the file you're in. So have you hidden any columns? Have you hidden any rows? Have you done any filtering, or have you done anything to do with print areas, etc.? So I have just created one called Show or Reset because I've done nothing to my file, so that will enable me to get back to where I was previously once I have done some views. So let's say a very typical view that you might want for this file is, go and hide all of the quarters. And can you see this is quite a lot of clicking around to do this, so it can be quite laborious to get to this point. And if you have to do this on a daily basis, well, it can be quite tedious to do that. So if I get this to the point I want it to be, click View and then click Custom View. If I now click Add, I'm going to call this one Hide All Quarters. Now, something I didn't mention before: include in view, print settings, hidden rows, columns, and filter settings. So these tick boxes indicate the things that this view will, shall we say, capture. So I'm going to click OK. I will create another view in a moment to kind of demonstrate something else, but the beauty of this is if I now click Custom View, double click Show or Reset, can you see everything is made visible? So it goes back to how it was at the start. If I click Custom View and double click onto Hide All Quarters, can you see all of those quarters are then hidden? Now, the thing to be aware of is that this custom view is a view. It doesn't snapshot any kind of data in the file. So just to demonstrate this, I'm just going to type in here, yes, no data snapshot. So can you see I'm just changing some data? I know I'm being a bit random, but if I go Custom View and then double click Show All, can you see it expands all of that, but the piece of text I typed in after saving the view is still there. So this has got nothing to do with the data, it is purely how you are viewing the data. So look, another example of what I could use a custom view for, and me personally, this is something I use them for quite a lot. I'm going to add a filter onto my list. I'm going to filter to a few different products, and let's say that's a list of the products I have to personally deal with. So I'm going to go to View, click Custom View, and I'm going to click Add. Now my view, I'm going to call this one Ben Product List. Yeah, so I'm going to track print settings, hidden rows, columns, and filter settings. So can you see I'm picking up the filters in this? So if I now click OK, if I go back to Custom View and double click Hide All Quarters, can you see the quarters are hidden, the filters are removed, and I see the whole list? But if I go to Custom View and double click Ben Product List, can you see the columns are unhidden and it's filtered now to my particular products? Now, just to make you aware, one of my products is anise seeds. So let's just go and reset this. I'm going to make it so there are quite a few more anise seeds in this list. Watch what happens when I go to Custom View, double click on Ben Product List, which is the one with the filter. Can you see this brings back more items? So again, the view, if you use it to save a filter, it's a really good way of snapshotting complicated filter sets, but just in a nice little click. Cool thing about this is these views move with the file. So as soon as you save this, open the file on another computer, provided you know you're going to view and then custom view to use them, they move with the file. So look, that's a bit about how to use custom views in Excel to snapshot how you are viewing a file from the point of view of anything you've hidden, filter settings, and also print settings, etc.